A recent study concludes that the rates of death for cervical cancer, breast, prostate, and colon cancer are 2 to 9 times higher in the Caribbean compared to the United States. The study, done by researchers from the Caribbean Public Health Agency (CAFA) and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control (CDC), also found that only lung cancer was higher in the USA. However, Senior Medical Officer with responsibility for chronic diseases at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Sonia Nixon, says in Grenada, it is the #1 killer. She explains that the cause of cancer is not always known except in a few cases.
We kind of don't know, but we think it's still lifestyle. There is no real reason that has been saying this is what causes cancer. We know in the case of cervical cancer, cancer of the cervix in women, that the human papillomavirus is the big problem.
Many cancers can be prevented if people make healthier choices, and death can be prevented if cancer is diagnosed early. Dr. Nixon encourages both men and women to get screened.
We'd like to have our men screened more frequently for prostate cancer, which is one of the leading cause of death for cancer in the male population, or women for breast cancer and cervical cancer.
The Caribbean U.S. study reported that prostate cancer accounted for 18% to 47% of cancer deaths, while lung cancer accounted for 5 to 24% and was the second highest cause of cancer deaths among males. Breast cancer, the main cause of cancer death among females, accounted for 14% to 30% of cancer deaths.
Unfortunately, we still have a situation where people turn up in a system very late. And that's why people die. Because by the time you come, there's just so much spread, or it's so extensive, it becomes a lot more expensive and a lot more difficult to care for. So we encourage people, women, get your cervical cancer screened and options as to how you're going to do that. Go to your health center. We have 36 facilities on the island that are free. We have the medical centers, and we have 6 big health centers where you can go and ask for your cervical cancer screen free of cost. There's Planned Parenthood. Women who choose can go to their doctors, your GP, who will check, do a screen for you, and we'll know.
Dr. James Hospitalis, Executive Director of CAFA, says the large number of deaths from these types of cancers is very alarming since they are mostly preventable. Joseph McKee-Smith, GBN News.